Hello, hello. Akram. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, that's his right, correct name.
Well, I was asking him, not you, but I don't think he picked up because I could hear
Okay.
you. I could hear you in the background. That number, it says in my notes that he just doesn't answer, and then we try the other number, right?
Well, we've got the other guy, Ahmed, but he's always pointing to Akram. Ahmed is Akram's cousin.
Right. I remember all that, but you said, can we try both numbers? But I don't see the point in calling Ahmed again. Let me dial it again. I think he might have picked up. If you hear me like stumbling through it, try to talk to the guy. That's just me trying to talk to him. Here we go.
Okay.
Stand by. Phone tag.
Hello?
Now, is it
Hello?
Akram? Am I saying that right? I talked to your cousin. He gave me your number.
Yeah.
Akram?
Yeah, was this? Yeah.
My name's Danny.
Can you hear me?
Hi. My name is Danny. I'm looking to lease some space from you here in Colonial Heights.
I don't have no space open right now.
Now, this is, there's a laundry there. And if I'm right, you operate the laundromat, correct? This is your business, your store now?
No, it still belongs to someone else. He's leasing from us.
Okay,
But
so
if you want,
you have a
I
tenant
think,
there.
yeah, but if you're, he wants to sell it. If you want me to give you his number, I can text you his number.
Well,
You can-
let me explain. You're the guy I want to talk to, Akram, because I don't want to buy it, not at any price. I've been trying to reach the previous landlord for some years. Let me back up. I own several laundries.
Yeah.
I don't buy them. I'm not looking to give this guy money. The store has very old equipment, kind of poor procedures, etc. I'm not here to pick on anybody, right? If it was a good business, you'd buy it. I don't want to buy it. I want to talk to landlords, sign long-term leases, and make money. And I do that by putting new equipment in the store. The store has 25, 30-year-old equipment. It's no longer a viable business the way that it sits. So you are the landlord. You and your cousin own the building, right?
Yeah.
Good. So if you want good tenants in here and you want a good laundromat in here, that's me. I'm going to spend a couple $100,000 on washers and dryers. So if this guy gives up the ghost that you have a lease with, does he have a long-term lease? He's got 10 years?
No, you have only like 6 or 7 months left.
So in 6 or 7 months, you and I will talk. We'll sign a lease. I'll sign a lease now contingent on his exit. Am I right? You want good long-term tenants. You don't want to run the laundromat, do you?
No, I don't
Yeah.
really.
Because it's going to, again, the only way to do it right is to put new equipment in. Why do you think I'm calling you? Why am I interested in this spot?
It's a busy spot. There's a lot of people there all the time.
That sounds like a landlord. That's what I would say if I was trying to sell somebody something. But the reason I'm interested, you're right, it's a decent location, but right now there's no one going there because they know what that laundry is. I'm interested because of the infrastructure. Cards on the table, the gas, water, electric, it's there. I don't want to buy it from him. I can wait 6 months or 6 years or 6 days. I don't want to buy it from you. I want to give you a reasonable rate of rent. And on top of that rate, I'm going to have to spend the money on equipment. I've done it many times. It's a good business, just like anything. But he's
Okay, not a problem. Just when I think his lease is in like the beginning of next year, you can I'm gonna say your number
good.
because he last time he was trying to sell it to one of my friends at home.
All the time. And why are they selling it? Because it's failed. No one sells a successful cash business, right? He's trying to sell it. You know what he should have done? How's he going to sell a business with no lease in place with 6 months left. Come on. That the person that would buy that at any price other than $1 would be a fool. You wouldn't let your friends do that. You say, "Oh, well, I'm supposed to buy."
Because the equipment is very old there.
Sure, sure. So this is the guy who was leasing it even prior to you buying the building or becoming the landlords, right? Same guy.
Yeah, I bought the building, but
Right.
so and then he asked me if I can renew the lease for him, but I told him I will think about it. If he would find the equipment there, I will. But if he can
There you
just sell
go.
the equipment, just can run the building down.
And now today, your phone rings, and I want to do exactly that. I want to put new equipment in. I want to become a better tenant. And I'm not going to make a killing here. It's a small location, right? I mean, for God's sake, he's got a payphone out front. I don't even know if that works. If I were you, I'd rip that out. Who uses payphones anymore? My God, is somebody getting a $7 check every
Yeah.
month for that payphone? I don't know. How many buildings do you own?
I don't know about North Carolina, but in Colonial Heights, I have 2.
Good for you. Good for you. All right,
Thank
let's
you.
let's do this. I'm going to send you an email, and when something changes here, you let us know. Or I'm not a pushy guy. I can sign a lease contingent on his exit. We both know you're not going to re-sign with the guy because sadly, he's already squeezed this lemon, right? He's taken all the money out of the store. He's no longer reinvesting it, not his time, not his energy, nothing. It's kind of
Yeah, and
ironic.
he having a hard time paying the rent sometimes.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And I hate to hear
yeah,
that,
so
man. I hate to hear it. That's sad.
yeah,
It's sad for you too. You don't
yeah.
you don't want that.
Yeah, I don't want to see him like what I'm saying, not doing good. But I don't think you have any experience on that business.
Well, wait a minute. When did this guy that's running it go in? Because he's got that banner that says under new management, ironically or stupidly inside the laundry. And I remember that used to be outside the laundry. So how long has he owned it?
This guy's been there for minutes.
Okay. When you bought it,
Yeah, he's been there.
most certainly. Well,
When I bought it, he was there.
so I get what you're saying. No experience, yet he's owned the place for some time. All right. Well, I'm not here to ask questions
Yeah,
about your
no.
tenants. What's the best email address for you? Oh, good. All right. This is my cell phone. Appreciate your picking up. We'll talk soon. Fire me off your email. Ciao. Why is he talking in a horn like this? Yeah, he been there a minute.
I don't. We didn't confirm whether or not he's from Yemen, but I know he's Middle Eastern.
He been
Yemen's
there
what
a
I
minute. Be careful what you say. You're on YouTube, and people might blow you up.
So yeah, I didn't know how he would or wouldn't. The only thing I can tell is there's a lot of smoke everywhere I'm looking. There's a lot of smoke shops. He owns one and then leases to somebody else in the same spot. I mean, this is bearing fruit. It took us a few times to knock on it. It still ain't hit there yet, but it's primed.
Hey, all I heard was 6 months. We've been calling this number
Yep.
for more than that, and now.
And Andy said he was missing some payments or having a hard time
Correct.
paying rent, which I take either missing or late.
Right. And look, all the discussion about, hey, Danny, we can't get anybody on the phone. Why don't we send him an email? Do you think someone is going to even, this guy, do you think this guy would have even responded to an email? And if he did, I know he wouldn't take the time to write down, he's having trouble making his rent, sir. It just, you converse with someone, and after a few minutes, a lot of people have a problem. Oh, he's Middle Eastern, so I'm going to yell at the phone, or I'm going to talk slowly. I just talk the way I talk. And trust me, the guy speaks at least 2 languages. I appreciate that. I don't speak his language.
Yeah.
I can say salami and bacon, but that's about it. So at the end of the day, there's an equal respect there. He says, what I wanted this guy to do before I'd resign is renew the equipment. Oh, really? Well, that's what we are going to do. So good on you. Good news, bad news. And yeah, he just texted me his email. So when we hang
great.
up, I will send him an email. But we got it 4 months from now. I want to call this dude because then it'll be a mere 2 months to the end of the line for this operator. And this is the way the game has to be played. You know, I know it's frustrating. I can speak to it when I did this for my own stores. And when I get a brand new client on the phone and they hem and haw and, oh, how do we get this? I can't speak to whether or not this guy ever wants to answer his phone. Finally did.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah, we had to push him.
Don't you think that this operator is a fairly new, am I not right that this under management sign used to be outside?
It may have been. I don't have a picture of it, but it definitely is like an outdoor banner deal. But I remember you bringing up before the city ordinance will usually make you bring it inside.
Yeah,
unless it's something permanent.
That's correct. My thinking was that they put the banner up with or without permission, and they only allow that for 30, 60 days, depending on where you are. And they said, all right, it's time for that stupid banner to come down. And he just put it inside, which is just throw it away or save it for your next store.
Well,
no,
it's a mindset. That banner ain't even $100. I mean, so you're going to hold on to $100 banner and you need to spend $300,000 on equipment. It's a $100 banner. Screw the $100.
However, it's better to make a banner that says under better management. We all know that. Not a joke. All right. So when we hang up, I will put his email in here and I will email him the standard canned email and I will CC you. And we have another chance for glory here. Imagine.
This is another follow-up. And I swung by this store same time I checked up on this other shopping center. I didn't realize it had a bathroom and almost threw up taking a picture of the bathroom.
Oh, thanks for exposing me to that.
Yeah, I mean it's rough. It takes a lot to make me gag. But it's still properly named storage mats, still stuff wrapped up. Last time we talked to Julie, she did admit she owned the place, but she was really push off. It's just it's stayed in disrepair, and I want to know: do I want to just write this off, scratch it off the list? Is this a decent time? It's still in a good location, still got the prime deal.
No, I mean just because we can't again get somebody to give us a yes, no, or indifferent answer doesn't mean that we stop trying.
Yeah.
So I have not spoken to her. Is that right?
You did. And she was just really pushing off saying, no, it's rented. It's fine. It's rented. Now it's rented and fine. And half the machines are broken and another third are wrapped up.
Is it rented or is it her that runs it?
Well, she never confirmed that.
Okay.
She never confirmed.
And you can't confirm it. You don't have any information leading. Maybe that's what you should do. Try to figure out if in fact, but all this is academic till we get her back on the phone. So she said, it's rented in a bit of broken English.
She's the owner. And that last name, that's the same name.
We don't use the word owner. You mean the landlord.
Oh, landlord. Yeah. Okay. She owned landlord of the building.
Right.
But no, we didn't confirm operator.
Okay. All right. All this could be horse shit if she doesn't answer the phone. So let's see what happens. Stand by. Here we go. Subscribe, you louts. Get your questions going in the.
Oh.
Julie.
Yes.
Julie, it's Danny. We talked previously. I would like to rent your space. The laundromat spot.
The laundry spot is already in laundry.
Yes,
operating.
absolutely it is. Yes. You don't run the laundromat, right? You own the building.
I don't.
You don't
I don't
operate it.
own the
Yeah, but
building anymore.
oh, you sold the building. Congratulations.
Yes. Thank you.
Who should I talk to now?
That I cannot disclose that. I'm not sure if the new owner would like to talk to you,
Are you a real estate
but
agent?
I'm not. Well, I am, but the owner may not be interested.
Well,
So
I won't argue
I don't
with
want to
you.
give them this.
Right. I'll ask you to I'll ask you to do me a favor and forward my number to them, because if I owned this building and I was a new landlord, I would 100% want someone to come in here, spend a few $100,000 on brand new equipment. I'm not a salesman. When we first spoke, you didn't, no offense, you just kind of hustled me off the phone. I'm not selling anything. I want to run another good laundromat. And this place is not that. You know that. I'm sure they barely paid the rent, if they paid it at all. Yeah,
Um,
I can find out who the.
I mean, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm listening.
I mean, I believe they're operating it right, and it's okay. If you need to find out who owns it, I mean, you'll be able to, find out online.
First of
Hello?
all, Julie, do you own any other buildings with laundromats located inside of them?
No, I don't.
Okay, that would have been my guess. This is not a good laundry. It's not even a decent laundromat. It's actually utterly disgusting. For some reason, they have a restroom. Did you ever tour this place? Did you ever go into it when you owned the building?
I have. So did you swing by?
I've been in this laundromat many times. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Did I
okay.
swing by? So again, you're not really comprehending. Ask questions if you have them. Do you think I'm calling you out of a phone book, or that I've seen this place online? Yes, I've been in the store several times. They have a handwritten sign on the wall from probably 1950. You know that, right? Why is that funny?
Yeah.
Did
I
you know
mean,
that
yeah, I agree.
80% of the equipment is out of order? 80%.
Mm.
A few months ago, the change machine was smashed out and taken out of the wall, and they put tape around it. That'll fix it.
So are you so your business is to install the new
No,
wash
ma'am. Now you're
machine?
making assumptions. Why do you assume that? Because
No.
I'm well
So what's your
spoken?
business?
I run and operate laundromats. I'm a laundromat guy. My partner Ken and I are looking to build more stores, which is what I said before. And now, God bless you, you're taking the time to listen to me, unlike the last call. I want to become a better tenant. This laundromat is an armpit. If I was selling equipment, why
Mm.
would I talk to you?
Mm. I'll talk to I'll pass that along and see if they're interested. I've got your number here.
Don't
And your
you
name's
think that
Danny,
they would
right?
be interested prior to me? And the only reason I can't see who the new landlord is because you just made this sale, and the MLS is slow in updating the information. You know that. I'll have it eventually, but God
Mhm.
forbid that this individual that's running this laundromat into the ground, they're not serving the community. And I don't blame you, Julie. You don't know what a good laundromat looks like. You don't go to a laundromat every week. I don't blame you, but it's far
Mm.
from good or decent. It's utterly disgusting. You ever been in the bathroom? Go in the bathroom in there. I dare you. I'll give you $100. It's laughable, that's for
Right,
sure.
Danny. Okay. I'll let them know, and
Okay, what's my
I'll give
number?
them your number. I see it here.
Perfect. Same as your caller ID. Thank you,
Okay.
Julie. And this is a large corporation, a real estate investment trust, or an individual. If I get a call, who's going to be calling me? Hello?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah, the new landlord
Okay.
whom I'm expecting a call from is a real estate investment trust, a big company, a small company. your cousin? I'm just wondering who I'm going to get a call from.
Oh, it's an individual.
Okay. Well, it would certainly behoove them to get in touch with me because they want a good tenant. So you'd be doing them a favor by giving them the information. And I'm not relying on you to do so, but I'd appreciate it if you would. Thank you, Julie.
Okay. All righty. Thanks.
$100
Bye-bye.
bucks. Go to the bathroom in that place. 100, you don't even have to stay in there for more than 5 seconds. You just have to come out weighing a half pound more than you did when you went in. Less, more. Goodbye.
All right.
You want to take the
bye-bye.
bet? 100. Could you use $100 bucks?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Good choice.
Okay.
Good store. I
All
don't know
righty.
where. I don't know where you
Bye.
eat. All right. I hung up on her.
Wow. All right. Well, I guess I got to look somebody else up now. More sleuthing.
Here's a lot of ifs and whats and who's and buts, right? We made 2 telephone calls. We got 2 landlords on the line that we haven't been able to speak with in some time. Beyond that, Julie not only doesn't give a but also happens to be a regular old citizen. She's more willing to talk to me suddenly than she was when she owned the building. When she owned the building, like you said, she was in a huge hurry. She's trying to hustle us off the phone, go get stuffed. I'm not going to rent it to you or even talk about it because I have a tenant. And now she says, oh, no, it's good. It's a good business. Crazy.
I wonder if the new landlord, how much they dug in, how much they do or don't know.
Well, a new landlord by definition is going to tour the property. They're going to see how nasty this laundry is. They're going to realize that they do not want this person in there. And I don't know when, the only question I should have asked, to be honest, when did you sell it, right? When did you make the sale? Because if it's been a month, they might be kicking them out quickly. But if she was making a lot of assumptions, right? She thought I was an equipment salesman. No, you never listened to anything I said, including on this call. Try listening. No urgency to it. These places change hands all the time. The laundromat is sold, the building is sold, the block is sold, whatever. Now, don't forget, this new landlord might just want to level this place and put condos in there. I don't know. Probably not. Probably not. But I don't know.
It stays busy. It stays busy. The Chinese restaurant and the fish house. I'm not a fish person. Definitely not.
That's what she said.
But it stays. I mean, it's not always a hustle, but those 2 restaurants, they keep it moving. And this one, even as bad as it is, and as few operating machines, I've still seen folks do laundry there. Not a load, not a ton of people, but I've seen people do
everything we are saying now is academic. So we need to get the right individual on the phone. But then again, a lot of this makes sense. The frustration with the clients, the constant, endless frustration, especially with new clients. Oh, why don't they answer the phone? Well, all I'm leaving is this woman messages, hey, Julie, call me back. I want to rent some space. Fuck you. She doesn't care. She doesn't. Now, we don't know that. We can't you couldn't know that unless you were working in the county building where the records are published. You wouldn't know that until, again, it takes time. She's acting like I'm some schmuck that can only get this crucible of information from Julie herself. No, I'll find it, but it'd be better if you gave them the, oh, no, that is, what's the term she used? I asked if she's a realtor. Well, no. Well, I am. What? Which is it? Because I thought she was a realtor. She meant not in this case does it matter that I am. Because I was going to give her the whole, like, if you're a real estate agent, I'm trying to make a connection and this is something. But she's thinking, again, you're an equipment salesman. I'm not going to give them your information and sick you on them. No, I'm looking to become a better tenant, and that's exactly who they want. So, yeah, someone's saying that in the comments. If she really is an agent, her duty is to bring the potential clients or tenants to the landlord. But she's not. She's only seeing herself in the light of a previous landlord, which is not correct. But what are you going to do? I was nice to her. I didn't want to start it. When you notice that I asked her first, do you have any other buildings with laundromats? No, because then I could just attack her after that. But no need.
Yeah.
All right, man. Get on it. Figure out who it truly is. And if I remember correctly, yes, I've got to send our friend Ahmed an email. I'll do that right now. I'll CC you. Nice work.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, bro.
Appreciate it.
Ciao, ciao. All right, kids, get your queries out there so we can actually converse. I don't really mind sending an email here. So I'll do it while you guys put your questions up. Go. I'm waiting. Patiently waiting. A lot of small paperwork stuff involved here, right? But in reality, where I shine is the phone call. You're out there finding the information, finding the good numbers. I need to have a conversation. You're never going to hear someone like Akram say, yeah, they don't pay the rent, unless you're talking to them on the phone. Julie is the only one, until public record changes, that could tell us I sold the building. First she says, oh, I already have a tenant there, trying to hustle me off the phone yet again. Every single retailer, every insurance company and phone company, every major corporation wants you to go do an AI thing. They don't want you to communicate with human beings. And yet this social engineering that I do for you, it is so deep and so profound, it has very little to do with the words I say, but it has more to do with getting to evoke a response in the landlord, the agent, the third party, the management company. I don't care about the proprietor or the salesman or the distributor, and nor should you. Many times, intelligent clients bring up the small nuances of what I do, or you guys do, in the YouTube videos, and it means a lot to me. Oh, I noticed this about what Danny said and how it evoked this response. Thank you. I was not classically trained in negotiating. Okay, growing up on the streets of Brooklyn, that helped. Having the father that I had, that helped. Selling cars as the youngest salesman, Covey Lincoln Mercury, my God, that helped. Every step I've taken to this point. Sometimes I'm not in the mood, pay full price. But when I am, look out. And for you, I have to be, because this is important. I don't like the trivial shit. I don't like leaving messages. But we have to get these people on the phone. All right. Email sent. We're getting it rolling, kiddos. Max says, let's get this party started. I couldn't agree more. There's that word again. Party. 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 Good afternoon. Vanessa from Dallas tells us where she's from. Hello, Vanessa. Farmin, hello. Lee says, I'll be glad when I get my first one. I assume he means laundromat. Tired of this job at UPS. Hot in the trailer loading boxes. Yeah, you know, Lee, they say that UPS is one of the best jobs on the planet. So even at that, I applaud for being hungry for more. You don't want to just have a good job because you're making someone else money. Mac, all right, Mac. Mac's in love with my wife, as am I. So you've got good taste. Fermin, do you think a water filtration system is a good idea, or are they too expensive? Why do you need that? What good's it going to do you? Do you own a laundromat? Why are you asking these types of questions when you don't own a laundromat? It's just funny to me when they'll email me 10 questions and they're so inside baseball, already own a laundromat type questions that I wonder, like, why are you staying up at night wondering how many vending machines you should have? Then I know they don't have a silly course that I put out for 20 years. Those of you that do know. Jose says, what have you done with demolition clauses and how do you protect yourself in the lease? They can't just demolish your business. They can't do that. I don't do anything with any clauses. You see, the landlords have a lease. And if it is a 5-page lease, it's not going to say anything about demolition. But the way that a standard lease operates, boilerplate, again, that's a fearful question, and much of this is. Don't you think the local news would be fraught with stories about small business people screaming, running around the streets with pitchforks and lit torches if landlords could just toss them out and demolish their business? They can't. That's what a lease is all about. Look at this call we made. That landlord doesn't want this tenant, but he's like, he's got 6 months left. If they look closely enough at the lease, he's probably broken it, but who cares? And it's not my job to push, we want in there today, tomorrow, mostly because I can't negotiate successfully if I seem desperate, which you might do. Maybe you call and say, please, let's sign it now. The guy's in no hurry, but we're going to call 2 months prior to the end of the lease. Randy wants to know, how many messages do you leave a landlord with no return calls before moving to a new landlord? That's up to you, not me. It's up to your gut. It's up to whether or not you feel that that is the type of location that deserves more torpedoes. Fermin says she not yet has a laundromat. I used a laundromat in Juarez, and Fermin is a dude, and my wife complained the clothes were still dirty at the end. Well, that's a dirty machine, or someone just prior to you was using it for greasy rags or something of that nature. That's horrible. When you go into a place to do a thing and you get an equal opposite result, it's very maddening. Is it a bad thing when they don't call you back after a voicemail? Then when you keep calling, they answer and say they are not interested. I'm sure eventually they would change their mind. Lee, I don't understand the question. Calling and leaving voicemails and then they pick up. So basically, you're asking if they pick up and say they're not interested. Well, all we can do then is keep an eye on that store. And also at that point, when they say, this woman on this call said she wasn't interested. She didn't tell us she was selling the building. This time she did. Everything is in flux and changing, other than our steadfastness in doing this correctly. Just wondering if it'd be a good marketing idea, he says. It's not worth the money. Don't try to complicate this. He was there last week. Ken says, that was great. TY, which I found out from the kids, it means thank you. YW. Right? Fermin, what's your status? Have you seen this man's silly course that teaches you these things that you need to know? Yay or nay? Job I have. Are you Yoda?
Job I have. Must work I do.
Shit. Job I have. J-O-B. Watch the course. Do you mean watched? Come on, people. Take the time to type appropriately for my sake, if not yours. Have you seen it? Jose, Danny, thank you for answering my question. I love the course and love the lives because I always learn something new each time. Well, that's kind of the point. Wade's back from his daughter's appointment. Well, thanks for the update. You didn't miss much. Well, a couple of good calls. A couple of folks who've been trying to reach. Trying to find out if Fermin over here has seen the silly course, but he will not. And dude, I know English is your second language, right? Sí or no, Fermin? Oy way. You guys got to get me, okay. I've seen the course, he says, and already ready to get started. I scouted several locations already. Tell him what's next, Wade. Hi, Danny. Ever deal with any landlords in Rhode Island? Why? Why do you ask that? Bill says, let's fucking go. I caught a live. He's in San Antonio. Good. What's next for Fermin and any of you who have seen the silly course? You thought I was going to rhyme. Let's get on the phone. Ken says consult. That's right. Get Danny's number. Get the consultation. That's right. Correct. What a lovely package. What a nice bow. Do they hang low? Can you tie them in a bow? Lindsay says 2 of my top prospects have been purchased recently by the same guy, waiting for them to fail, but my little heart is sad. Is it less likely since he has 2 now? Lindsay, if he doesn't retool the stores, then he is going to eventually, A, try to sell them, B, give them up and start landlording. But now you're taking the time and energy to say something on the YouTube machine that you could ask me. But again, these stores are in flux. You can't be like I am in real life where I got to have it now. Thank God for Jeff Bezos. What? One day I'll pay double. You can't do that. This is different. Farmin says, I know, do the consultation, but I wanted to get back from Mexico. Okay. You need to be sitting in a certain room, staring at a certain wall, smoking a certain mota before we can get on the phone. Okay. Whatever. This is the type of thing that keeps people from doing anything. Business, relationships, life, investing, anything. Because they feel like they need to be in a certain place at a certain time in a certain mind frame, and then they never do it. I don't know what you're doing in Mexico. I don't know how it's different. Hopefully you've got service on your phone. Wade says if he bought them, he's also, well, yeah, Lindsay, it depends. Did he buy the building or the laundries? Because Wade's right. If he only bought the laundromat, he's behind the 8 ball. And I won't let you make those mistakes. Some of these locations, says Fermin, are operated by a large company, I guess, but only one has been retooled. So you're guessing because you see the same name on the building. It's meaningless, especially over time. Yeah, he only purchased the businesses, not the building. Yeah, well, poor bastard. Poor guy. Fermin says spotty service at best. Went there for a quinceañera. Okay. Adiós, amigos y muchachas. Vaya con Dios. Gracias.